In his younger days, my grandfather Hickson loved fox hunting. They never caught a fox, but they sure did love to hear their dogs run. 6 or 8 men would gather at the house, and then about dark they would go to the woods, turn their dogs loose, and those dogs would strike a trail and they would chase the fox over the hills and down through the gullies and so forth. And they could identify every dog by the sound that it made. And they would hear a dog bark, and somebody would say, "That's old Spot." And another dog would bark and begin to yelp and trail, and they would say, "Well, that's Blue Baby." And then they could tell whose dog was where and whose dog was tracking just by the sound that the dog made it. They could identify that dog. Not that we're dogs or anything like that, but Jesus can identify us by the sounds that we make. Sometimes we make a sound when we're crying, or when our heart is broken, when we're sad, or when we're joyful, or when something else is taking place and we're disappointed, or we're frightened, or frustrated, or we're challenged, and we lift those to the Lord. And the Lord says, "I hear your voice. I can identify you. I call you by name. You just need to follow me," because that's what Jesus says. "My sheep, they hear my voice. They know me." He said, "I called them by name because I know who they are." Whatever's taking place in your life, God knows your voice. He knows what's taking place. He calls you by name. You simply look to him and say, "Father, I need you at this point. Please be my strength, my hope, my peace." And I promise you, God will hunt right alongside you and be there for you. Thanks for watching. Don Howell, today's Light and Love from Liberty.